And we have some breaking news in. We are learning that North American markets have been halted this morning to prevent further declines. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now with more. And Tyler, I think we all expected today to be a very difficult day on the markets, but did you anticipate markets to be halted?
You know, it doesn't come as a surprise at this point, just based on the frequency with which it's been happening across global markets this past week. You look at what's been going on since the announcement that U.S. President Donald Trump was going to restrict travel for non-U.S. citizens coming from Europe for 30 days in the wake of COVID-19. We saw global stock markets, they've been plunging 2 to 5%. But in North America, that's the big kicker here. We saw U.S. markets fall 7%. And in Canada, on the TSX S&P Composite Index, it went down 9%, about 1,300 points lost at the opening of markets here. This is dangerous territory. We're getting into bear territory right now. And that's why we have, the markets come in, try to put a halt to it, maybe ease a lot of the tension that's going on. The other thing to point out here, oil prices, they've been taking another hit because with restrictions on air travel, that's going to put less demand on fuel for those airplanes. That, again, hits the Canadian economy hard. We're very much considered a bit of a petrodollar here, and we've actually seen that the Canadian dollar since yesterday, it's now fallen to a 4-year low versus the U.S. greenback. This is going to continue to hit Canada, and it just shows us how vulnerable we are to what's going on with global markets at this very moment.
Absolutely. And while a halt may, prevent an immediate decline in the markets, once markets do open, there's no reassurance that it's going to stop markets from free falling even further. So what do you anticipate, and when do you think markets will reopen? Will it be later today or probably tomorrow?
No, I would say later today. I would be surprised if this goes on for much beyond an hour, maybe 2 hours at this point. When they do reopen, I do honestly think that investors will take time to calm down just a little bit and realize what's going on. I go back to the precedent we saw about 4 or 5 years ago when Asian markets were halted repeatedly at the very start of the year. They actually ended up closing those for a few days. That was unprecedented. I don't anticipate anything like that happening here, just in the wake of everything going on with panic over COVID-19.
All right. And Tyler, just lastly, we have the airline industry being hit pretty hard by this. Air Canada and WestJet taking new measures. What can you tell us?
Yeah, a lot of cost cutting going on. Just very quickly, WestJet, it is freezing all hiring. It's looking to curtail its flight capacity as well. Air Canada, meanwhile, it is also loosening its rebooking fee policy in the wake of the pandemic. But shares fell about 10% after it revealed that it was canceling orders of 11 Boeing MAX airplanes. This is brought on by uncertainty over what COVID-19 means for long-term planning for its fleets. So air carriers here in Canada, again, hard hit by everything that's going on.
All right, Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver on a big day in the markets. We will wait and see what happens. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you, Sonia.